So Kal Kadosh, Daf Yod Amud Aleph, we are going to start the Gemara. The Gemara on the bottom of 10a. The Gemara is going to speak about what we just spoke about in the Mishnah. We said that if it came the 17th of Mar Cheshvan and it did not rain, the Yechidim are going to start fasting. Says the Gemara, Man Yechidim. Who's the Yechidim? Saying obviously, if we said in the Mishnah that the Yechidim are going to fast, who are Yechidim? Yechidim literally means the individuals. A Yachid is an individual, right? A single person, right? But here it says Yechidim in plural. So it's not just one, it's individuals, but obviously it refers to somebody, so you have to find out. So Amar Ravuna says, Rabbanan, Tamidei Chachamim.
The Rabbanan they have to make.
Yeah, the Tamidei Chachamim. Okay, so Tamidei Chachamim, these are the ones that they are going to be doing it. Okay, fine. So says the Gemara, the Amar Ravuna says, Yechidim mitanin shlosha ta'aniyot, sheni, v'hamishi, v'sheni. They're going to do 3 ta'aniyot. So the truth is, we already saw that they said 3 ta'aniyot as well, correct? Because it said shalosh ta'aniyot. The same thing later on, shalosh ta'aniyot. So it says, but the 3 ta'aniyot, shlosha ta'aniyot is sheni, hamishi, sheni. Monday, Thursday, Monday. Okay? So says the Gemara, Maika Mashmala. What is this coming to teach you? Yeah? Yeah? What is this coming to teach you? Tanina, we already learned it in the Mishnah. The Mishnah later on in Tedvav Mubet says, En gozrin ta'anit ala tzibur betchila b'chamishi. Shelo lafkia et hasharim. You never start a fast on a Thursday. Right? What does that mean? Whenever you're going to come and you're going to fast, you never start on a Thursday. Why? If you start fasting on Thursday, they pick up the prices. They pick up the prices. Yeah? Price gouging, it's called in English. Right? Why? Because all of a sudden, they know that for Erev Shabbat, we come and we start buying, and even on Thursdays. Right? You go to all these stores, right? The kosher stores on Erev Shabbat or on Thursday, right? It's a lot of business. A lot of people. So now if right now they're also going to do a ta'anit, imagine people are going to start buying, you know how it is when somebody's hungry, right? And they go to the store, they buy. Exactly. You have to eat before shopping. You know, if you go to the shopping without eating, you've had it. Kaddish, yeah? You're in trouble.
But
if
it's stuff on Monday, there's going to be a Thursday.
So one more time. Says the Gemara. The Gemara is asking, what are you coming to teach you that you always do Monday, Thursday, Monday? Ta'aniyot. We already learned it once in the Mishnah. The Mishnah later on in Tedvav Amud Bet says that whenever we're going to start, you always start on Monday. Why? You never start on Thursday, right? Because you're not going to cause price gouging. Because again, one more time, if you're going to come and you're going to start on Thursday, they're going to buy double. They're not going to understand that you're starting Taniyot. They just come and they say, wow, what's going on here? Everybody's starting to buy a whole bunch of food today. Double food because it was also for the Taanit and also for Shabbat. They don't understand. So they come and they say, bring up all the prices. Right? And then remember, to bring up prices is very easy. To bring them down takes much longer. You know what I mean? They don't want, or it doesn't happen at all, or they just don't want to. You understand? I mean, they prefer. They make it smaller, right? They make more money that way. They sell less, but they make more money that way. So you have to be careful. However, though, Ella shalosh ta'aniyot rishonot, but rather the shalosh ta'aniyot rishonot is going to be sheni v'chamishi v'sheni. So then, what are you adding then? What was the addition? We're obviously adding something, but we have to understand what are you adding. Okay? So says the Gemara, I would have thought to say hanemile letzibur. Right? I would have thought to say that when are these words that you never start a ta'anit on Thursday, that's a ta'anit tzibur you never start on a Thursday. Because that was the Mishnah later on. The Mishnah later on was talking about ta'anit tzibur. What about a yachid? Because these are for the yachidim, it's not everybody. Meaning like this, if you come and you see, right, a mad rush, you know what a mad rush is? Everybody coming in on Thursday, and all of a sudden they're buying out the store. You start thinking there's something wrong here. So what happens? Pick up the prices. Right. Why? It's the same like in airfares or anything. The second that they see a lot of people, there must be, pick up the prices. Some way we can make more money.
I don't understand. The market, for example, they don't know about that.
There's a had bet a bet. There's some people do Sheni, Chamishi, Sheni after Pesach and after Sukkot. The Siman Tav Tzadik Bet, right? Umamtilim ad she'yavor kol chodesh Nisan v'Tishri. So first of all, you wait until it finishes Nisan. You wait until it finishes Tishri, and then you start doing immediately Sheni v'Chamishi v'Sheni. Why? Says the Mishnah Brura, shechosheshin, that we suspect Shema mitoch nishte v'simcha, that maybe because of drinking and simcha, they came to do an averah. Just like we found by Yov, that they brought korbanot and ta'anit bimkom the korban, but Shavuot is only one day, so they didn't suspect it. So Shavuot, no, it was only one day of Shavuot, but Sukkot, Pesach is very long. There, like what we just mentioned, since just like in Tafkuf Kaftet, Siv Dalet, that means we suspect that because of the simcha, the wine, the drinking, the this, they're going to do averot. You have to be careful. Yeah, you have to be careful. Bahab.
למה בפורים לא?
Ma?
למה בפורים לא?
So says the Gemara. Ma would the tema? So I would have thought to say Hanemile betzibur, meaning when is it that you don't start a Taanit tzibur? When is it that you don't start a Taanit tzibur on Thursday? Only when it's a tzibur. Taanit tzibur. That was a Mishnah there in Tetvav Amud Bet. Aval yachid. But if it's only going to be a few people, meaning not everybody's Talmidei Chachamim. So therefore, why can't you start on a Thursday for the Talmidei Chachamim? I understand the Betin don't make a Gezeran Tzibur to start on a Thursday, because you don't want a stampede, right? Everyone coming in at the same time on Thursday to start buying makes sense. But why can't you start on what's it called? Why can't you start on Thursday for the Talmidei Chachamim? How many Talmidei Chachamim are there? So Kamash Malan comes to teach you that even the Yechidim, they don't start on Thursday in order not to suspect for the Afkat Sharim for price gouging as well, which means that it was also the same thing, right? That means they didn't want them to start. That means even if it's going to be start making a suspicion that all of a sudden you come, you say, look, this guy here, maybe the rabbis know something that we don't know. Or, things like that. So no, they don't want to, nobody could do it. Okay? V'tanya miyachi, we also learned in the Braita, כשהתחילו היחידים להתענות, ניתנים בשני, לחמישי, ושני. So also when the Yechidim, they came and they started to fasting, they also would fast on Sheni, Chamishi, Vesheni. So this is Mefurash in a Braita, the exact same thing. Okay? Nekuda. Now it says, Umafsikin perashe chodashim. What does that mean? They're going to stop their Seder Ta'aniyot on Rosh Chodesh. Uvyamim tovim haketubim b'Megillat Taanit. What does that mean? That means basically, even though now we just said, what do? You start, right, on Monday, Thursday, Monday. What happens now if one of those days would come out on Rosh Chodesh? Or one of those days would come out, a Yom Tov, which is written in Megillat Ta'anit, right? Obviously here we're not talking about a regular Yom Tov, because we're talking about Monday, Thursday, Monday of rain, which is Rosh Chodesh Kislev. To you to get to the next Yom Tov from Kislev, you need Tevet, Shvat, Adar, and the middle of Nisan. We're not talking about, you're doing the fasting until the middle of Nisan. So obviously we're talking about the Yamim Tovim, which are written in Megillat Ta'anit. What does that mean? If you look also in Shulchan Aruch in Ilchot Ta'aniyot has what are the days that you're allowed to fast and what are the days that you're not allowed to fast. Yeah, and in the middle there, right, it comes and it says, Be'ezi yamim en gozrim ta'anit tzibur, tafkuf ayin bet. So you come to Siman tafkuf ayin bet in Shulchan Aruch, and in Siman tafkuf ayin bet, it's brought down, en gozrin ta'anit al tzibur betchila b'yom hamishi, shelo le'afkia she'arim. Where does this come from? Mishnah Ta'anit Tedvav. What we just quoted. The Mishnah Ta'anit, the Tedvav, Amud Bet, we don't start Ta'aniyot on Thursday. That's number one. Right? Even if you're not going to specify for that anymore. That means nowadays, if we would do a Ta'anit of Bahab, right? Think about it. Nowadays, let's say after Sukkot, we're going to do Ta'anit Bahab. And like what Ronen said now, you should do it every single day nowadays. Right? That was the Sharatzil. Every single day you should do Ta'aniyot nowadays because of the Isurim that are going on. But nowadays you would say, listen, why can't you start on a Thursday? nobody's going to start thinking about price gouging and everything. Everybody knows you could put on social media in 2 minutes you find out.
Gouge it
right?
anyway. It's already gouged.
Okay, it's already gouged. So you don't need it. So you no, even nowadays, you're not going to suspect for that, you don't do it. Next, אין גוזרים תענית על הציבור בראשי חודשים. חנוכה, פורים, חול המועד. Okay, fine. Next, ציבור, שביקשו לגזור תענית שני וחמישי, ופגע בתענית ט"ו בשבט. תענית נדחה לשבת הבאה, in order that it shouldn't be for ט"ו בשבט. Now, not only is it going to be on yamim that they're not going to do ta'anit tzibur, there's going to be also, right, days which is Megillat Ta'anit. That in Megillat Ta'anit, there are certain days that they're not supposed to fast whatsoever. Yeah, they're not supposed to fast. Why? Because it was good things that happened, right? So therefore, they're not going to come and they're not going to fast, right, during those days, right? So he comes. No, to be sure for sure is one of them, but there's going to be. So one more time. Here it says, "Betkufat Bait Sheni, Hananiah ben Chizkiah," and they made an entire Reshima, which is called Megillat Ta'anit. And that Megillat Ta'anit are days that are supposed to be Yamim Tovim, and there's a sur to do Ta'anit, and even Hesped during those times. So basically, what happened was that once the Bet HaMikdash was destroyed, they annulled it. Right, so therefore, all those things was annulled except for Chanukah and Purim, and that's why it's not brought down in Shulchan Aruch. Right, that means basically that once it was annulled because of the destruction of Bet HaMikdash. So that's it. But once upon a time, they had it. And by the way, they would do those things. For example, I remember there's a day in Sivan, which is, if I remember correctly, I think it's the 13th of Sivan, that a miracle happened in Chalab. So because a miracle happened in Chalab in Syria, so they don't do Tachanunim on that day. Right, so therefore, that means even though that day they would have done Tachanunim, they don't do it. Right, the same halacha would apply. I remember in certain places in the world. I know in Gibraltar there was one day in Cheshvan. I don't remember if it's 17th. There was one day in Cheshvan, a big miracle happened.
You know what
Ever
happened?
since
You know
then,
what happened then?
it was blew up a ship, and all the missiles were coming and shooting into the houses and everything. It was,
And you know what?
was
Even
was a lot of
died.
what is that they also in Morocco the same thing. So many different places where you had this concept that you had that miracles happen. So they went and they said they're not going to come and they're not going to be able to do tachanunim. They're not allowed to do tachanunim. They're not allowed to do ta'aniyot. They're not like mamash. It was a day of miracles. Okay, fine. So we're going to be stopping here in Tanu Rabbanan. Daf Yod Amud Bet Tanu Rabbanan. The first line. Tanu Rabbanan Al Yomar Adam. Right? Okay, we're right there. Have a wonderful day.